As a sex and relationship expert, you can imagine the stories I've heard. The topics were hard to narrow down, but here are 3 things you should definitely never do on a first date, or a second date, or any date for that matter. Number 1, don't talk about your crazy ex. You'll either come across as either still attached or unable to take any kind of accountability in your relationship. This is especially true if you're talking about multiple exes. All of your ex-girlfriends and boyfriends are crazy? I wonder what the common denominator is. Number 2 is don't treat your date like an interview. Research actually shows that we make better decisions when we don't make pros and cons lists, but when we trust our instincts. And this is because sometimes the best attributes in people, the things that really matter most to us, are the most difficult to articulate. Number 3 is don't just talk about yourself the whole time. Ask questions and listen to your date, but also pay attention to how you feel in their presence. Do you feel calm and confident? Do they make you feel like you have interesting things to say? Do they get your sense of humor? Focus most on how you connect with that person's energy. It's called vibing for a reason. And at the end of the day, don't put so much pressure on your dates and try to keep an open mind. Sometimes our best matches don't line up with our preconceived checklists. Cheers to a great first date! It's often assumed that cheating only happens in relationships that are already struggling. But the truth is that people in happy relationships sometimes cheat too. A study by the American Psychological Association found that of people who have committed infidelity, 25% of them reported high levels of relationship satisfaction. So why is it that these people are cheating? Research has identified 2 key reasons. Number 1 is low sexual satisfaction. Put simply, 2 people are close and love each other dearly, but they've become more roommates than lovers. Now, if both partners are okay with this and don't mind that there's not more sex in the relationship, that's fine. But if one partner feels like their needs aren't getting met and feels that their bids for connection are constantly getting turned down, they might go and seek elsewhere for that level of sexual intimacy. Reason number 2 is a need to assert autonomy. This happens when a couple becomes so enmeshed. While one person loves their partner, they feel they've lost some of their identity, autonomy, and freedom. But word to the wise, cheating is obviously not the only way to regain your sense of individuality. A healthier way is to pursue your own passions or career that defines you outside of your relationship so that you can regain that sense of individuality. Both of these reasons are why it is so important to have a growth mindset around sex, to truly believe that you and your partner can connect and talk about issues so that you can move through them together rather than feeling that you have no choice but to go outside your relationship to seek what it is that you feel is missing. Believe it or not, multiple orgasms are not something that are just reserved for Netflix and porn. About 15% of women report having multiple orgasms and do so about half the time that they have sex. Women who have multiple orgasms report on average having about 3 every time they have sex. But this number varies quite widely, ranging somewhere between 2 and 20 on average, but with one woman reporting as many as 100 orgasms in one session. Girl, if you are watching this, please DM me. I have questions. During partnered sex, the first orgasm usually occurs about 13 minutes in, with each subsequent orgasm after that occurring about every 4 minutes. This is due to blood flow and the genital swelling that results from the first orgasm, making each subsequent orgasm easier to come by. And then come again. And then come again, and then come again. Stay tuned for my multiple orgasms 201 video because you deserve more than one.